Hey! Yo 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 yo. Jess Hilarious.
Good morning.
Charlamagne the God. Peace to the planet. No, it's Thursday, right?
Yeah.
It's Thursday.
Good morning.
What's up, Jess? How you feeling?
I feel good. I'm excited for my shows. I ain't gonna lie. I overslept this morning, and so. When I say I woke up at 4:55, I usually wake up at 4, or 4 between 4 and 4.
You ain't showered?
No, I didn't, but I showered last night. Don't play with me. Because I got my hair done. Yeah, but I woke up, I didn't set out my clothes, so I got on these home improvement jeans, like Tim Allen, like, let's look. Like, these are like Mexican construction worker jeans.
They definitely look like I'm walking the dog / shoveling the snow / cutting the grass type of jeans.
I'm so upset at myself. Like, and oh my gosh. I hope that we don't have to take. I'm not taking pictures today with nobody.
You're not taking pictures, you're going to stand behind people? Stand behind the couch.
That's what I'm going to do. Because I'm like, no, I look like I'm on my way to Home Depot.
Uh-oh.
There's no way.
Now, you look, besides the thing under your eyes, you got money.
Why you gotta say that?
Because you got.
This is for my skin.
Oh, okay.
This is for because I got dark circles under my eyes, because I'm tired. I don't sleep. Is this place?
What does Charlamagne do? He had dark circles under his eyes.
Oh, that's a surgical thing.
Oh, okay.
Yes, absolutely. Right. He had a procedure. That was a whole face construction situation.
All right. Well, Charlamagne will be joining us in a second. And salute to all my Virgos and happy birthday to the Virgos. Last night, my daughter and her boyfriend took me out. Me and my wife out.
Nice.
Yeah, we went to a nice restaurant.
Okay.
And when I started looking at the prices, I'm like, this is too expensive for them.
And you're gonna have to pay it.
No, they wanted to pay. So I snuck upstairs. I found somebody. I said, "Here's the credit card." I told the guy, I said, "Look, it's my birthday. My daughter and her boyfriend wants to pay, but I can't let him pay. This is too expensive." Oh. So it's funny when the dessert came. It was like the 3-tower dessert. Yes. I see them looking at each other. He's like, "Did you order that?" She's like, "Did you order that?" "I didn't order that." "Who's gonna pay for that?" That's that. But they comped it, so they was like, "Oh, it's free." So I actually paid for the dinner.
Can you imagine their anxiety?
I could, and it was funny as hell watching them count everything, because they started counting. I was like, I'll have another drink, and I usually don't drink. So they looking like, he usually doesn't drink. They was like, you want another? Let me get that appetizer. Another appetizer?
Yeah.
But I wound up paying, and after they took me to a comedy show, in New York City. It was I don't know his name. It was somebody that's on TikTok that stutters a lot. That's a comedian.
Oh wow, okay. I'm not sure.
he just stutters a lot. But he was funny. You know who popped up? Because I guess in New York City, comedians just pop up on stage.
Yep.
Neil Brennan.
Oh, Neil Brennan. Neil Brennan.
He popped up on stage and he performed last night too.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
so it was a good night. I'm tired though, but it was a great night.
I know you are, but that was good to spend your holiday, your birthday like that. That's
with the fam. It was a good
also
night.
Beyonce's birthday today.
Okay.
Period.
All right.
And Damon Wayans.
Damon Wayans.
It's Damon Wayans' birthday. I know Damon Wayans up and down, back and forth. Yes, and it's his birthday today.
All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. Montell Jordan will be joining us this morning. You know Montell Jordan.
This is how we do it.
That's right. He'll be joining us. He'll talk about what he's doing now. You know, he's a minister. Also, he talks about his battle with prostate cancer. So he'll break that down as well. All right?
Yep, and he has a new partnership with Zero Prostate Cancer Organization. So.
That's right. Yeah, we'll get into all that. And then when we come back, we got front page news with Mimi. What up, Mimi? Let's get in some front page news. Start off with some quick sports now. Football season is back. Drop a bomb. Thank God. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles will be taking on the Dallas Cowboys tonight. So the Cowboys will get their first loss quickly. And the game will happen tonight at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC. I'm excited about that. What's up, Mimi?
What's up, y'all? Good morning. There's so much to unpack. We're going to start on Capitol Hill, where survivors of the Jeffrey Epstein abuse, they are putting pressure on Congress to release thousands of pages of federal files that remain sealed. Now, at an emotional press conference on Wednesday, survivors stood alongside Representative Ro Khanna and Thomas Massie, as well as Marjorie Taylor Greene, demanding full transparency and accusing leaders of protecting powerful people connected to Epstein's network. Now, we're going to hear from two survivors this morning. The first voice that you're going to hear is that of Shantae Davies, who says Epstein bragged about his relationship with influential figures. And then the second voice you're going to hear is that of Lisa Phillips. And she says survivors are now going to take matters into their own hands. Let's hear what they had to say.
In 2002, I was living in California, a young woman with high aspirations of becoming an actress. I was already beginning to make a name for myself in the industry. A person I trusted, someone I thought was a friend, invited me to meet a powerful woman who could help advance my career. That woman happened to be Ghislaine Maxwell. I was asked to give her a massage, though I had almost no experience, and when I did, she praised me and promised introductions to someone enormously powerful, someone who could change the course of my life, and that man was Jeffrey Epstein. I was just one of the many young women trapped in his orbit. I was even taken on a trip to Africa with former President Bill Clinton and other notable figures. In those moments, I realized how powerless I was. If I spoke out, who would believe me? He bragged about his powerful friends, including our current president, Donald Trump. It was his biggest brag, actually.
In the year 2000, I was taken to Jeffrey Epstein's island while on a photo shoot on a nearby island. Who I saw and what I experienced there was a glimpse into a very dark and disturbing world. For years after, I tried to avoid Jeffrey, but he had introduced me to Katie Ford, the owner of the Ford Modeling Agency. Epstein's reach went to the very top of fashion, arts, and entertainment. So I stand here today for every woman who has been silenced, exploited, and dismissed. And also, I would like to announce here today, us Epstein survivors have been discussing creating our own list. We know the names. Many of us were abused by them. Now, together as survivors, we will confidentially compile the names we all know.
I mean, I think that's amazing. I think what's sad is, he killed himself. Well, he died in jail in 2019. It's been a long time. I don't think those files are going to come out until after Trump gets out of office. Yeah. But I still think we still need to keep pressure on him to make sure that we can possibly get those names out. And I love the fact that they're like, you know what? We'll give our own detailed list of who we seen, what went down, and I would love, I guess, a more in-depth documentary. We've seen a zillion and one documentaries, but documentaries from the actual survivors that can explain what happened, where, when, where they went, what figures were there, who was involved, who pressured them, and all that. I mean, I would love to see that.
But I am with you. I think it won't come out. It probably more than likely won't come out until after he's out of office.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's too many powerful people on that list. And so GOP lawmakers are kind of pushing back. Even Trump is pushing back a little bit on that, releasing that. And so yesterday, reporters asked President Trump in the Oval Office about the Epstein files, and this is what he had to say.
So this is a Democrat hoax that never ends. You know, it reminds me a little of the Kennedy situation. We gave him everything over and over again, more and more and more, and nobody's ever satisfied. From what I understand, I could check, but from what I understand, thousands of pages of documents have been given. But it's really a Democrat hoax because they're trying to get people to talk about something that's totally irrelevant to the success that we've had as a nation since I've been president. I think we're probably having, according to what I read, even from two people in this room, we're having the most successful 8 months of any president ever. And that's what I want to talk about. That's what we should be talking about, not the Epstein hoax.
Yeah, it seems crazy. You know, he wants to talk about the lack of success or success that he's been having. But what about this list? What about the list that you promised that you were going to put out? What about the list that was on the desk that, they were looking at and what they were going to release? People want to see it, man. They're tired of, seems like you're hiding something. And show, if you're not hiding it, show it.
Yeah. So for now, we'll just see what will happen. Survivors say they're going to keep fighting. And so this is just going to put a showdown together between lawmakers, survivors, and the White House to see what is going to happen. So we'll keep following that. And coming up at 7, we're going to talk about password sharing. We'll tell you what major company is starting to crack down on that.
All right. And everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Get it up. This is your time to get it off your chest. Keep calling. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Peace. What up? It's Big O with Big O Entertainment. Good morning, everyone.
Big O, what's up, man? Get it off your chest, brother.
What up? Envy, where you been at, man? I ain't heard from you forever, man. Last time I brought you down.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the Carolinas 2 weeks ago. We thought about you, man. I asked June if he spoke to you. How's everything? How'd it fare?
Man, everybody good, man. I just took this long-ass drive, man. We just came back up from Florida. I'll tell you what, man. It's the best time to go to Disney World with your kids, man.
Oh, that's what's up.
Man, I had to waiting on lines or nothing. But, Wanted to give just a shout out to everybody, man. I've been tuning in. I haven't forgot about y'all. And I've been trying to hit you up too, Envy, about the car show, man. I got something special I want to bring to you. Okay, all right. Well, next year I think we're gonna definitely do the Carolinas. So just get up with my peoples, and we'll see what we can do. I'm gonna hit them up for sure. Give me a shout out to my boy Rashad, big boy, for definitely getting the slingshot ready, man. I appreciate you. All right, brother. You have a good one. Be safe out there on that. All right, you too. I'll hit you. Hello, who's this?
Good morning, it's Lola.
Good morning, Lola.
Jess Hilarious. I love you. I'm from Maryland.
I love you too. What's up, Maryland girl? You coming to the shows this weekend?
No, because I work in Queens.
Oh, so you commute and stuff. I know that's right, girl. Get that bag.
Yeah, I'm a travel nurse.
Okay, it's all right. I'll be in New York soon, so you can come see me in New York. It's okay.
Okay. And Charlamagne the God, I love you. And DJ Envy, I f with you too.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right, bye.
All right, baby. See you.
I felt like that was like a third place prize.
Yeah,
you too.
Yeah, over there in the corner.
You right. Yeah, you right. Hello, who's this?
Hi, my name is Mary.
Hey, Mary. Good morning.
Mary.
Get it off your chest, Mary.
Good morning. I wanted to call to salute my son this morning. His name is Makai, and he has autism. He's going into his senior year of high school. He only needs 2 classes to graduate. He wants to attend Rutgers. We met with the recruiter. They told him to apply for early admission in November. He has a GPA of 3.92.
Okay.
His class rank is 97 out of 267 students. He'll be done with school in January. I am extremely proud of him. So I wanted to salute him. My daughter, Drew, she's 8 going to 3rd grade. And my son, Javon, he's going to be a junior. But I wanted to salute all children with autism to say that you can achieve your goals. I want to salute the parents to say, listen, you don't have to worry. If you leave your children in God's hands, He gave you the strongest battles. So I just want to salute all of the students who are attending school this year. Absolutely. Achieve your goals. You can do it. And I pray God's protection over all of them.
Thank you so much, and God bless you and your baby boys. I mean, your kids, all 3 of your kids.
Yeah.
All right, Mama. Have a good one.
It's bittersweet.
No,
I totally understand,
I love
baby.
it. I love the fact that he's getting out there and getting it. 3.9 GPA
Hell yeah, man.
It's amazing.
That's what I graduated with.
You definitely got that.
I'm so proud of him. He's doing it, and I'm extremely proud. My daughter wanted to say hi. She listens to you guys every morning. She loves the donkey of the day.
Hi, baby girl.
Hi.
Hi, boo. Have a good day in school, babe.
I will.
Bye-bye now. Thank you, Mary.
Thanks.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to hit us up now. It's the Breakfast Club.
You don't know what I graduated with.
What'd you graduate with? Did you graduate?
I told you. First of all, yeah, I graduated, boy.
I'm talking to high school.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. What high school? What school?
Dallastown Area High School, and it's a college preparatory school in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Period.
All right.
Say, no, you did not.
No, I did. Yo. Get it off your chest. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray. Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live?
Hello, who's this? Hello?
Bobby?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Hi.
Hello, good morning.
How old are you?
Hi, this is me. I called in yesterday.
Okay, well, get it off your chest.
Bobby, I kind of got interrupted yesterday, but once again, I want to say,
Sorry.
Damn,
I couldn't hear it. It was really a mistake.
They making jokes about you hanging up on people
that
online.
Was a mistake. That wasn't on purpose.
And in real life,
it's on TikTok and everything, like how he be boofing on
it. And that was I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You couldn't even say like, okay, babe, we can't hear you. We're just gonna put you on hold. You said, sorry.
I'm sorry.
And she called yesterday. You hung up on her yesterday too.
That was crazy, Envy.
Oh my God.
That was a mistake. Hello, who's this?
It's Terry. You can hear me?
I can hear you, Terry. What's up?
Look, Terry said, look, can you hear me? Don't hang up on me.
What's up, Terry?
For real, you know, Envy. But I just wanted to, well, first of all, good morning. Who all up there?
Who all up there? It's Envy, Jess, and Loren.
Oh, shoot. What's up, Loren?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. What's up, Jess?
Good morning, baby. What's up?
You chilling. Envy, you good?
I'm good, brother. What's up, man? Get it off your chest.
All right, I just want to get off my chest, and this is a little vulnerable of me.
Okay.
But I've been a few weeks without the porn, and you know it's different. Like a real confident out here, not scared to talk to women like that no more. Not scared to talk to nobody. Like I'm that guy without the porn, and so I wanted to tell all my fellas that's out there that's in their basement, you know, getting this keyboard all sticky and whatnot. Y'all gotta chill a little bit on that. Like a lot of it. Like porn is not good for the brain.
Okay.
I still be getting it in, but I just use my imagination.
You still beat your meat, but you still play with the one-eyed monster, but you just don't use porn to do it.
For sure. So like, I just wanted to spread that message to the fellas. Like, leave that porn alone, chill on that weed a little bit, and y'all be straight out there.
All right, man.
I like that. That's a different
resolution
message.
list probably crazy.
Okay, well, I'm just you said what?
His New Year resolution list probably crazy.
Probably
crazy.
I'm just curious, how much porn did you used to watch?
Right, some of sticky keyboards.
Well, I'm a Christian, so it's like you ain't supposed to be watching none. But like, I feel like I was using it as a coping mechanism for like abandonment issues, and I ain't had no therapist confirm none of that. But like,
I love how people just be making up stuff. I had abandonment issue. You went to a therapist? Nah, I just diagnosed myself.
You feel me?
No,
I just know.
Nope. All right.
But obviously, it has made you better and do some inner working on yourself. So I mean, it's great. That's good. Thanks for the message.
Hey, shout out Kansas City, Kansas.
Hey,
you know,
Kansas City,
Kansas. Cool. There ain't no beef with nobody. But shout out to the 913.
All right.
Period.
And the 816.
All right. Last question, brother. When you was watching porn so much, what were you watching? Like
Envy.
I'm just curious. Was it
BBW? BBW.
DW. Oh, BBW.
BBW.
He's a BBW. All right, man.
Okay, all right. He sound like he on his way down to the basement right now.
Yeah, right back down there now.
Yo.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. We got the latest with Loren coming up.
Yes, we do. You talking about get it off your chest. Kelly Price did yesterday.
Yes, she did.
Oh, my God. 45-minute long. I listened to all of the words she said, and she feels like black women are some of the most nasty, most disrespectful people, and she is not apologizing for saying it.
Okay. All right. We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I need people to stay out of our studio. Okay?
Yeah, it's bad.
I walk in here a little late this morning. All I smell is must. It's musty. The door cracked open.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I tried to spray. We
What
lit
are
a
you looking
candle.
at? What you looking over here for?
Because you are a co-host on The Breakfast Club.
Okay, no.
What's your problem?
Don't try to jump out the window over here.
Funny.
And look, yeah.
What the hell?
One thing
I'm
about
talking to my co-host and I'm looking at them in their face and what the hell?
She is funnier. Go ahead, Jay.
Don't play with me.
It does stink up here, yeah. When we walked in, it smelled a little musty.
Every time you say it stink, this nigga look over here like,
what are you talking about? Y'all are over here.
No, you're not looking.
Now it's y'all.
Yeah, don't do that.
No,
Cause
this
you
don't
was
even
just
make
looking
no
at me at
sense.
first.
This is so crazy.
It smells bad, and I don't know why. We tried everything to spray, but I don't
Was
know.
somebody in here last night?
I don't know.
They had to
We're
be.
trying to figure it out.
Niggas be low key homeless and not saying nothing.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Like, you have to speak up.
We're gonna look on the camera.
Let's speak up. What you gonna do, Jess?
I'm gonna tell
I
you.
don't know. They gotta find them another studio to sleep in. They can't sleep in here.
We're gonna look on the camera, and whoever was in here last night who ain't had no business being in here, I'm gonna be racist about it.
Oh my God.
Whatever your ethnicity is, I'm gonna blame
Even
your
if
whole
they black.
ethnicity on the must. I'm telling you right now.
Let's get to the latest.
Oh my God. Lauren be coming with straight facts.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me. LL Cool Bay.
Good morning. Welcome. Okay, you're supposed to respond or something. So Kelly Price.
You said good morning.
Kelly Price, I said welcome because you just got here. Kelly Price is speaking out, and she is saying that black women are some of the most nasty, disrespectful people. Let's take a
Damn, all of us?
Damn.
While you looking for a new job, I'm still going to be selling out theaters and venues, looking like a fat slob in clothes that you said that I look nasty in, and my feet are so damn big, and who dressed me. I don't even do this, but I'm so sick of black people and their bull. I'm saying what I want to say. If you got a problem with what I'm saying, and you know, Lord, pray for me. Black women, you are some of the most nasty, disrespectful people on God's planet Earth. The things that you say about other black women, but you're an activist and you are educated Find yourself, because a degree does not give you class. Find yourself, because a degree ain't gonna get your stupid into heaven. Find yourself, because being a keyboard thug on social media ain't gonna do nothing but get your whipped when somebody walk up on you that don't know that you don't even know is watching you.
She fed up. She got trolled. She clearly got trolled on social media. She reached her breaking point.
Yeah. So what she talks about is she had performed in Memphis, and one of her fan pages posted the video of her performing. Mm-hmm. Now on that video, fans went under, or people went under and were commenting, whatever. They turned the comments off on the video, and then she goes live to make this response to it. And I will say a lot of people were upset that she went live and said these things. Mm-hmm. There's always this conversation whenever a black woman says something she doesn't appreciate from another black woman or a black person about, you shouldn't be talking out loud about your people like that. So there are a lot of fans in her comments. Yes, there are a lot of fans in her comments saying your fans are black women. You shouldn't be platforming this. Why would you make this the narrative around black women? It's not all of us.
She didn't just call out black women though. She called out black men first.
There are people in the comments saying, as a community and as a whole, we shouldn't get online and talk about people. Yeah.
So how about niggas stop getting online talking about people then? I ain't talking about Kelly. I'm talking about the people that she's talking to in the comments. How come when they shoot, they can shoot and it's okay, but then when that person shoots back, it's a problem?
It's like, oh my God, that's what I was saying when I get into it with a community. But anyway, no, she is right. She is totally right to feel the way that she wants to feel. No, she didn't mean, obviously she didn't mean all black women. But this one thing that I want to go back to, when Keke Palmer just said something, she had to sit down, she said, yo, you can say how you want, you can feel how you want. But what happens to group chats? Say it to your friend. You don't gotta comment it. You don't got everything. Don't have to be on a show or online. What's wrong with commenting on how Kelly Price looks to your friend group?
You don't get engagement when you do it in the group chat. You don't get monetization when you do it in the group chat. You get it when you do a YouTube video. You get it when you do an Instagram video. I'm not talking about Kelly. I'm talking about the people that are talking about her. Man, pay attention.
Yeah, man.
This is why she got online and said the way she said, because y'all don't listen.
No, but people are mad because she generalized and she said all instead of just saying these particular people.
But even if she didn't say the word all, she just was like black women.
She was vague. But even if she had,
I just hate how y'all excluding black men, because she started with black men first. But of course, Loren don't see us.
No.
Of course, she don't see us. She'd rather reinforce what she said about black women. She just not going to ignore the fact that she went off on black men first. She ain't stay on y'all
too long. Whatever. She went in. She felt
strongly. She did on black men too. She spoke for about 3 minutes on black men before she went on black women. I listened. You know why? Because Loren asked me to.
I did. And when she was,
Loren thought she was talking about Harriet Tubman. I was like, why would she be talking about Harriet Tubman?
No, because she started talking about but she was saying that black women become like civil rights activists and go fight for DEI, and they have all these things and it's women empowerment, but it's all a bunch of BS.
You really thought it was Harriet Tubman?
She was she's talking about Harriet Tubman. She's talking about one person. I'm like, no, she's not.
I thought she was talking about a specific person, so I was listening, trying to figure out who she was talking about.
She's talking about the trollers, people that's been trolling her.
I mean,
it took me 2 seconds to figure that out.
Anyway, she did talk about black men, but I think what she said was there was only but so much she could say, because as a black man, if you so concerned about a black woman's body, she summed it up in 4 letters, starting with a B. So
4 letters start with a B. What's the 4 letters that start with a B?
Oh, it's 5.
Boy, oh boy. Kelly. I don't know. Now I can't let you generalize, Kelly, but there's one person that I think what you were saying applied to. Okay, and her stupid ass ain't getting into heaven if she don't.
Yo, I could not figure it out. I was like, 4 letters B.
Oh my God.
Wait.
Jesus Christ.
One of the other things too that
Sorry,
I thought.
Delaware State.
Shut up. Shout out to Delaware State.
I was shot about
that. If you remove the T, it's still bitch. But yeah, so I get what she was trying to do.
If you remove the T, is what?
If you remove the T, it's still bitch.
Why would you remove the T?
You're allowed to say.
She said 4 letters.
Thank you.
Why would you remove the T?
Because this is black women supporting black women. She's fixing my crown.
Why
wouldn't you just remove the last letter, the H?
Anyway,
why would you start in the middle?
Kelly Price.
What's wrong with y'all?
Kelly Price also.
Delaware State.
Yeah.
Kelly Price also addressed people who said to her in this live, "You're a celebrity. You signed up for this." Let's take a listen.
I don't buy into, because I'm an artist, I don't have the right to respond when someone says something that's out of pocket. That's where y'all got it messed up. Because once again, depending on who you are and where you're from, you wouldn't walk up on somebody in the street and say that, because you might not make it home. This is my official advisement. If you don't like me, get the hell off my social media. It don't affect my bottom line, I promise, on everything I love. But I'm serving this to you as a warning, because where I'm at right now, I'm not getting back online saying anything about this anymore. I'm glad I saw your names. Because when I pray, I'm praying that God give you exactly what you deserve.
God gonna be like, why are you praying to me about these bots?
Okay. No, he not. They probably real people. She probably did her research and they real people and they probably people that she knows she can get to.
The problem with social media, though, is because I understand her pain, but you're really swinging at ghosts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really know any of these individuals. And I know it gets frustrating and I know it gets annoying, but you really don't know any of these people. So who are you even talking to?
The activists. She said activists.
But you fuel their fire. Because they're going to go in even more now because they know it bothers you.
They was in the live as she was live going in and joking. She's like, y'all in here laughing, but, you know, this is not... They were trying to go in as she was live. So
when they create that teleportation, when you can just pop up at somebody's house, boy, that's when it's going to be on and popping. Let's see how y'all like in 10 years.
They're going to look down and they will see them feet they was talking about. And they will be like, oh, no, it's Kelly. Right. No, that's what she said. They said about her, so I'm just saying.
Your stupid ass ain't gonna get into heaven now. She done told y'all. Keep it up.
No,
feet alone,
okay?
Since I am adjusting your crown, we are ending this segment.
All right. Well, that is the latest with Lauren.
Oh, my God.
All right. When we come back,
Lauren's been calling somebody Bitcoin is an insult.
What? Bitcoin?
Because of you taking the...
Oh, God. That's why I try my best to help you out. You remove the T. It's still bitch.
You know what? You know what? I'm sorry. If you're just joining us, you're going to school, stay in school. All right. When we come back, we got front page news. And then Montell Jordan will be joining us. Don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get back in some front page news. Now, NFL, some sports right fast. The Eagles take on the Cowboys tonight. NFL season begins at 8:20 Eastern time on NBC. All right? I don't care which one of those teams win. Well, actually, I just don't want the Cowboys to win. But then again, I don't want the Eagles to win. But
so indecisive.
I don't care. Anyway, what's up, Mimi?
What's up, y'all? All right, well, we're going to start with Harvard University. They just scored a major win in its fight against the Trump administration. So a federal judge ruled on Wednesday that the White House wrongfully froze more than $2 billion in federal research funding for the school. Now, the research funding, this whole fight started earlier this year when the administration claimed it was targeting Harvard over anti-Semitic incidents on campus. In her ruling, the judge rejected that argument, saying the administration used anti-Semitism as a smokescreen for targeted and unmotivated assault on one of the country's leading universities. Now, Harvard sued after the funding was cut. They argued that the move was retaliation meant to punish the school for defending its academic freedom. The judge agreed, saying the cuts violated Harvard's First Amendment and put the critical research at risk. And so some of the critical research that was at risk was veterans' mental health, ALS, NASA moon radiation experiments, and emerging biological threats. Now, Wednesday's ruling, it restores all that research money, but the fight isn't over. The White House says it will appeal. Harvard's president called the decision a victory for academic freedom, but admitted the legal battle is far from over. This case could set an important precedent as other universities like Columbia, Brown, and UCLA are all facing similar funding disputes with the administration. And so we're going to move over to Florida, where the Surgeon General there, Dr. Joseph Lobito, announced Wednesday that the state will roll back vaccine requirements, including school immunization rules that have been in place for over a decade. Now, the state health department will immediately end mandates. It can change on its own, but the lawmakers are expected to take up legislation to do the rest. Now, Florida says the decision about this, Dr. Lapido, I think is how you say his name, Dr. Lapido says that this is about personal freedom and giving families the right to choose. Let's listen to what he had to say.
The Florida Department of Health, in partnership with the governor, is going to be working to end all vaccine mandates in Florida law. All of them. Every last one of them. Every last one of them is wrong and drips with disdain and slavery. Who am I as a government or anyone else, or who am I as a man standing here now to tell you what you should put in your body?
I wonder how that works with certain vaccines, right? Because they say the reason that they have vaccines, especially for kids in school, is because they don't want the resurgence of preventable diseases. Like they were even saying that, smallpox was pretty much they haven't seen a case since 1977, and polio has damn near been eliminated globally. But they're saying with a ban on those vaccines, that a lot of these diseases that are preventable, that our kids can actually die from, they can possibly come back and kill our kids. So I'm curious
crazy.
when you read both sides of it, how it works out,
Yeah, and in Texas there was that measles outbreak, and children died from it because they weren't getting the vaccine there. So there's a lot of implications to this if you don't get the vaccines. And so this
was
announcement.
that recent? Was that recent, Mimi? That Texas?
Yeah, that was recent. That was just literally like a couple months ago.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So it's still going on. And so, we talked about this earlier this week where there's this whole pushback against vaccines. And so this is coming as the time where the country is fighting vaccines nationwide. On Wednesday, California, Oregon, and Washington, they launched their own public health alliance to give residents credible information on vaccine safety, because there's growing concern about the government shifting guidelines after the firing of the CDC director and the resignation of several top scientists. So we'll see what happens. But pediatrician health experts, they're warning that, like you guys were saying, this move could increase the risk of disease outbreaks in schools and communities, especially as vaccine rates decline. These rules have been in place since the 1980s. And so, it's very dangerous to kind of do this without regulation and everybody on board. So we'll see what's happening. And so switching gears a little bit, we want to talk a little bit about, and I have a question for you guys. How many people in your family, in your household, are using your Amazon Prime accounts, or outside your household are using your Amazon Prime accounts?
Not outside of my Amazon. I mean, not outside my house, but inside my house, everybody. Like my son, of course, and my little sister. Yeah, but Netflix, girl, that's a different story. The whole damn Moore family has my Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the password?
Shut up.
All right, but yeah, now Amazon for me, like my daughter has Amazon Prime. I don't, but it's my credit card, so I pretty much do. So when I have to order something, I just tell her to order it, because she'd be like, I'll order it, Dad. But yeah, everybody uses.
What's going on with it, Mimi?
Well, because, listen, if you have Amazon Prime and you have linked your password to people who are outside of your household, Amazon is about to shut that down, because the company just announced that it's ending its Prime Invitee program on October 1st. So that's the feature that lets you share 2-day shipping with friends and family who don't live with you. So
I didn't even know that was the thing.
I didn't either, to be honest with you. Okay. I was like, I could have had someone else's account, but
look, and then they said, before all y'all niggas find out, we taking it away. So yeah, we done.
Right, exactly. So they said they're going to start emailing customers about this on September 5th. So expect notifications if you've been using someone else's account. Amazon says it's shifting people toward its Amazon Family plan, which still lets you share Amazon Prime perks like shipping and streaming, but only if you live under the same roof. So sales were down, and so Amazon is trying to figure out how to recoup some of that money. So check out that email. If it comes to you, you'll soon have to get your own account. So yeah, y'all, we'll see what happens with that. And that's your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me on social at Mimi Brown TV. And for more coverage, follow the Black Information Network or download the free iHeartRadio app and visit BINnews.com.
All right. Thank you, Mimi.
Thanks, Mimi.
Thank you, guys. See you later.
Now, when we come back, Montell Jordan will be joining us. Montell Jordan, this is how we do it. One of Def Jam's first artists to sell 1 million records, I believe. I think that's what he said. Yep. We'll talk to Montell when we come back, and we got to talk about his fight with prostate cancer. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
You want to do the intro? You want to sing the intro?
This is how we do it.
Montell Jordan, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, brother.
What's up, y'all?
Man?
I'm great this morning.
Man, you look good, brother.
Look amazing.
Thank you, man. I feel good. I feel good. It's good to be here.
How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, I'm 56.
God damn. Give us something to look forward to, man.
Absolutely.
What the hell are you talking about?
Absolutely. How does it feel to have a record that will never go away? It plays in pop culture, in hip hop, in urban, in country, in all types of things. Your record always get played. Do you know when you did that record, it was gonna be that way?
I knew we had something special. Like, I go back to college days, and I knew that even long before I was in the music business, like, I would go to the fraternity parties or whatever, and any DJ that was really doing his thing, right around that, last call for alcohol, that last hour of the club, that's when they would drop Slick Rick's Children's Story. And that was just already like a timeless record. But I always said, even back then, I said, if I ever get the chance to get in the music business, I'm going to sing over that record. So I did know that it was already a hit, but the journey of taking that hit and then turning it into a classic, you know what I'm saying? I could not have known that, but that was what the goal was.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I was thinking about it when they told me you was coming in. You were Def Jam's first R&B star, right?
Well, when you say R&B star, so they had Allison Williams was there, they had Orange Juice Jones there, so they had some R&B stuff there.
OGs though, like, hey.
Yeah, I mean, we were the first. Well, not only were we the first, I think, successful R&B, like we were their first number one record that Def Jam had
ever.
Yeah.
In all genres.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
we were the first number one.
Amazing.
Because I think, you think of Def Jam, you think of it being a rap heavy label.
Yep,
you know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Especially around that time. You were even sampling one of their classic rap records.
Absolutely. And the cool thing, though, even with that relationship of doing the Slick Rick, the Children's Story kind of pairing, on my second album, me and Slick Rick got together and we did a song called I Like. That was on my second album, and we're friends to this day. Him and his wife, and me and my wife, we all do life together.
But tell us how you wrote that record in the process of getting into the music industry, because you said you were in college and you would go to parties. What made you say, you know what, I want to do music?
Well, the making of that record right there was literally like capturing atmosphere. So I would study guys like Marvin Gaye and a song like Got to Give It Up. If you listen to that song, Got to Give It Up, even before Marvin starts singing, you hear crowd, you hear atmosphere, you hear energy, and all that is transformative into music, especially when music was more analog than digital. And so when you hear This Is How We Do It before the song ever comes on, you hear a party, because that's what we did. I put people in the studio, put a microphone in there, gave them some drinks, and they were all standing around having a party. And then the engineers, we click play and we captured the energy of the room before the song ever kicked in.
The actual studio, live in the studio.
Like live in the studio, they were just we just captured everything, the flirtation, the conversation, everything that was happening is the undergirding of the track and the lyrics of This Is How We Do It. So people don't know, it's more than hearing the record. They actually feel that record, which is why, we're talking almost 30 years later.
A record like that is a gift and a curse, though, right? Because, a record becomes so bigger than life, kind of overshines the rest of your catalog, right? In a way,
it was a gift because it's around 30 years later. It was a curse because it was the first record, and because it was the first record, everybody always wants to put everything up against that record, right. And that was a phenomenal record. And so even I've had records that have probably sold more or that have done extremely well. Everybody always goes back to that as the first. And
was that sold more?
What's that?
Yeah, records that sold more than that?
Well, Get It On Tonight did good. Yeah. I had some records that did really, probably not sold more, but I mean as far as just that has some legs. I got records that have some legs to them or whatever, but that record was, so when Something for the Honeys came out, that was a song that had some legs to it, but it could never reach number one because it was like 10 months later, we're like, hey, this is the next single. They're like, no, we're still playing This Is How We Do It. And so this is a pretty cool thing that a lot of people don't know. The reason why This Is How We Do It got to be so big was because, in the song I say South Central does it like nobody does. I remember coming to New York City, getting with all the Angie Martinez, Wendy Williams, all that. They're like, we love you, we love Def Jam, but we're not really kind of playing that record because, the whole South Central thing. So I was like, okay, well, let's try and fix that. So we went into the editing booth and I re-sang This Is How We Do It. But I said, oh, New York does it like nobody does. And what I normally do, because I was a rapper before I was singing, I would do like this is how we do it. It's Friday night. I feel all right. The party's with Angie Martinez. So I reach for the old school and I turn it up. Funk Master Flash. And so I started throwing names into the songs and changed it to New York. And so when I did that, now New York, they're playing that song every hour on the hour. And then DC hears, and DC is like, yo, we heard you did that in New York. We want a DC version. We want a Philly version. And so I ended up singing the song probably 1,000 times just so that every station had their own customized version of it. So
that is
artists don't put that kind of work in.
No.
I was gonna say, you talked about you being a rapper a little bit to get into that part of it. Even in that song, you kind of have verses where it's like you're singing it, but it's like a lyric, like you're rapping it. Like I reach for my like. Now I understand kind of where that comes from.
Yeah, I was Russell Simmons' rap singer when I got signed to Def Jam. That was one of the reasons why I was documenting street life in Los Angeles, and I was finding ways to the R. Kellys were out there. There were other artists out there. The Guy was out there, and I wanted to do the New Jack thing. I was a fan of Aaron Hall. I was a fan of a lot of different things, but the only way I was able to carve my own space into who I would be musically was I had to take rap lyrics and then I would sing them. So if you were to look at This Is How We Do It and you say, I reach for my 40 and I turn it up, designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Like lyrically, that's like rap prose, but then I would take designated driver, take the keys to my truck and say, designated driver, take the keys to my truck. And so I literally would write rap lyrics. My entire first album, I wrote rap lyrics and then I figured out how to sing them.
I just love the fact that you were promoting, having a designated driver.
Yeah, back then, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was very conscious.
Yeah.
Very responsible.
Yeah. And you went from R&B, superstar to pastor. Like, what was the breaking point that made you step away from the industry?
I was brought up in church. I was a church kid growing up, and so from that standpoint, it wasn't like I had this great big epiphany and then, flew to the gospel. It was like literally I was brought up a church kid. And a lot of musicians and a lot of artists have that training ground. It's like a farm league almost for the music business where people are growing up, they're listening. It's the difference between rhythm and blues and soul music. Soul is a little more attached to feeling as opposed to just sonic hearing. And so, me going back into ministry wasn't like I'm ready to do this. It was more of a God move of saying, hey man, you've done it this way for so long. Why don't you try and do it my way and give me the opportunity to show you that what accolades and what verification and validation I'm looking for in man and in people, that God's like, I've already verified you. I've already validated you. And so, so I don't have to work for God's grace. I'm working from his grace. And by me stepping away to do ministry, I found out who I was because, in the music business, I didn't know who I was outside of music. If I don't have an album, if I'm not on the charts, if people aren't playing me on the radio, then who am I? And so God was like, I'm gracious enough to show you who you are if you never pick up a mic again. So it was during that time I found out, man, I'm a son. And I'm a father, I'm a friend, I'm a giver, I'm generous. I'm all these different things. I'm a teacher, I'm a communicator, I'm a bunch of different things. If I never pick up a microphone again, I found out who I was, and I learned that, music doesn't define me. I define music. And that was like a pivotal part for me to understand that music doesn't define who I am. I define who music is. And then that's when God says, okay, now I can trust you with music again, because now you know who you are.
We're still kicking it with Montell. Now, one thing that I think makes me nervous, I know makes Charlamagne nervous, you were diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Yeah.
That's something that I think we started, and this was a great thing. We started early checking everything. I mean, we didn't went to damn near every scan you could possibly imagine because I have 6, he has 4. We want to make sure we there as long as possible.
He was getting his prostate checked like every week.
Just for fun.
With the same doctor.
She said just for fun.
See where I work at.
See where
But were you sick? Was it just a test, or how did you find out?
Yeah, never sick. Never sick. Never felt sick. Literally, about when I was in my early 40s is when I started going to get checked. And the whole taboo thing about the rectal check, the finger check, and then the blood check. Even when I was diagnosed, it wasn't rectal check that found anything. It was literally in my blood from 10 years of getting blood checks. I could see 10 years ago, it was like my PSA was like 3.1. It was 3.3, and 3.9, 4.2, 4.5, 4.6. 5.1, and then it was kind of like, oh, okay, and then we go from 5.1 to 6.1, like, oh, and then so it was the journey of looking at my blood at that PSA levels, because I had a history, because of early detection, because of that, it allowed me to, when I did get diagnosed, it allowed me to have options because they caught it early. And prostate cancer is 99% treatable when caught early. They have almost 100% success rate of treating it if it's caught early enough. But a lot of men, and particularly disproportionately black men, do not go and they do not get checked. And because of that, they normally are finding out too late in the process.
What made you decide to share it publicly instead of keeping it private?
That's 100% a God thing, because it is very private, very personal. And I think part of it was what they call a holy discontent, that thing that just makes it something difficult. You can't sleep at night. It was like I watched when Chadwick Boseman, it wasn't, I don't think prostate cancer, but when Chadwick Boseman passed away, I was like, what is that? Like, how do you do all the movies? How do you do all those things? And nobody know, like, nobody can tell me nothing, about that. And then when I got diagnosed, I didn't have a template. I didn't have anybody that I could look at that was telling, the story, to be able to say, okay, when you get diagnosed, do this. Or even though cancer's not the same for everybody, but when this happens, here are the steps, that you can take. I couldn't find nobody. And so even, right after we got diagnosed, my wife and I felt like the Lord said to us, film it, tell everything, film it. And so we started filming this documentary that eventually will be called Sustain. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. But this film and this documentary is literally us telling this entire story from diagnosis all the way up through how we vetted doctors, how we vetted treatments, what we chose to do, how I chose to have a radical prostatectomy surgery and have my prostate removed November 5th of 2024, Election Day. And from that process, the journey afterwards, how I got clear margins, and how that journey is and what it is today with a recurrence or reemergence of cancer, which is, I would love to be here telling the story about, I got prostate cancer, I beat it, I'm on the other side of it. I'm actually right now in the mud, of this thing right now. And I know I'm good. I know God's got me. I know my wife's got me, my family, my children, my grandchildren. Like, I know that I am good. I got great organizations like Zero Prostate Cancer, who I've come along with. They're trying to help 100,000 men be saved from this prostate cancer. And in that journey, and I do want to say this because they're part of the reason why I'm here to talk about all this. But people that need to get screened, I want to encourage the wives, the mothers, the sisters, the aunts, the daughters out there. The men in your life need to be checked. They need to be screened. It's not a game. It's not something you want to play around with. And I know they can go to zerocancer.org/September, because this is officially Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. I hope I got that information right. But in my diagnosis and in the journey that I'm in right now, in the thick of it, I don't want to tell. But if I don't tell, I don't know who else is going to say it. Yeah. I watched Dwayne Wiggins from Tony Tone had bladder cancer and he died. I don't know what his story is. I don't know if he got diagnosed. I don't know if he got treated. I don't know anything about that. The world heard, Randy Moss has liver cancer. And it was like somebody leaked it and then he had it, or he's fine from it now. And then they had a week in the NFL where they wore Moss cancer jerseys. But I don't know how he told his wife. I don't know what his kids navigated through. I don't know anything when it comes to D Wade, with kidney cancer. I think he's got 60% of his kidney. I don't know what him and Gabrielle went through. I don't know how he told his kids or his family. Like, there's not enough data for me to make the right type of decisions and the thought processes that go behind any cancer, and in particular prostate cancer, which is treatable. There's not a template there. So I'm the template now. I'm the template. I'm partnering with Zero, and I'm telling I'm snitching. I'm telling everything that I can, about this process, from diagnosis to when I'm crying and snotting, and when I'm shaking my fist at God, and when I'm thanking God for life. All of these bits and pieces, man, I'm capturing it all. And this is the crazy thing, though. Last year, from diagnosis up to surgery, I'm out on the road, I'm singing, I'm performing, I'm doing all these shows, all these concerts, and all the money that I'm earning to do this, I'm gathering it so I can tell a story about cancer. I got cancer, and I'm working to tell a story about how I'm going to defeat cancer. And so now, even on the other side, thinking, now I'm about to do this documentary, Sustain. You go to sustainthemovie.com, and and help partner with us to help take some of this load off of me, because me and my wife, we've been carrying this thing for a year and a half now. You know, it's been completely, on us. And now I'm still, I got film crew, I got people with me, because now is that this reemergence of whatever is back, I got to continue this story.
Thank you for sharing your story first. Thank you so much, because there's so many brothers. I'm sorry, cut you off, Charlotte. There's so many brothers that have so many questions, and a lot of times we don't have anybody to talk to. Right? There is nobody. We say this all the time. You never go to the barbershop and you be like, "Hey, what's your prostate like?" You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't talk about things like that. I'm just saying, but you know what I mean. But we don't have those conversations about men's health. So the fact that
we don't say, "Well, what's your prostate like?"
No, we don't do that in the barbershop.
We encourage each other to get our prostate.
No, we do on the radio, but in the barbershop, that wasn't a common conversation. We'd have conversation about sports. We have conversations.
I've done more funerals the past years than weddings.
God damn.
And not just funerals of people that people don't know, like known people. Like I was there for Biz Markie. I was at Biz Marquis' funeral. I was there for DJ Mr. C. I eulogized DJ Mr. C over in Harlem. Like I was there the night that Fat Man Scoop, you know what I'm saying, was in the hospital up in Connecticut. Like I'm around this, and these ain't like 70, 80, 90-year-old men. These is dudes in their 50s, early 60s. And so there's a problem with that, not just in the hip hop and the urban. There's a problem in the community, especially in the African American community, Black community, which is twice likely, you know what I'm saying, for people to not survive from this because of the not getting checked and because not having conversations about it.
We're still kicking it with Montell Jordan. Jess.
To Envy's point, no, guys don't usually talk about it, right? Like my dad. It's like he knows something is wrong, but he don't know how to relay it to his kids.
Okay.
Right? So like how did you tell your wife? How do you tell your other family members?
Thank you for asking that question. Hearing it for the first time for myself, with just me and the doctor, that was hard enough because I'm trying to figure out how do I tell myself, first of all. Then from there, there's also this thing that you realize, okay, I've got this. Cancer doesn't have me, but I've got cancer. Now in this process, when I start to share it, do I give cancer to other people? Meaning, do they now carry the weight of what I'm carrying? So in telling my wife, I became freer because I now got somebody to take this journey with me. And a lot of people don't have that, but I got I got a G riding beside me to help me do that. But then even after I told her, it took us about 5 months that it was just us not knowing who to tell, who to share it with, because we didn't want them to have to carry the weight of that as well. And so eventually we told my oldest son, and then my oldest son was like, yo, you got to tell my brothers and sisters, you got to tell everybody. I told everybody. I had a 12-year-old daughter at the time. She's the last one. You know what I'm saying? How do I tell her? Which is
put that weight on her. She has school. She has other stresses already.
How do you tell her who also lost her grandfather to cancer the year before, a different form of cancer? And so now, how do I make cancer palatable for a 12-year-old? I don't got a rule book for that. There's no template. So I become the template, and it's another story for another day. I hope you'll have me come back so I can tell you how I told my 12-year-old, because it's hilarious. But in that process of telling them and then letting more people know and more people know that we're just in our insulated circle of influence. Those are the people that were going to be our tribe to help us, because everybody don't need to know, because everybody ain't praying for your health, and everybody don't want to see you win. Everybody don't want to see you healthy. I know it's going to be tons of people that are this or that, and but I can silence all that noise because I knew who I am. And in this process, I'm telling my story because it's important for you and for your dad.
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm telling and I don't even know what your dad is going through, but it's important that your dad knows that Montell, the artist, the million selling this or that or the other, is saying, please go and get yourself checked or share,
or just tell your kids,
or tell them because they're stronger than you think,
right?
And it would be worse for you not to know. And then be wondering, oh, what happened? Oh, they kept this all to themselves. It would be selfish, and I understand the reason why. But like I said, this is kind of where I am now, and I had to ask permission for my kids to be able to go and publicly start sharing this story in the mud in the middle of the story, simply because is personal to them. Like, yo, Dad, we appreciate that you sharing this with the whole world. You could save other people's lives and get men checked and this or that or the other. But you're our dad. You're our dad, and we want to keep this, personal. But they understand. They've allowed me to share my music. They've allowed me to share ministry, and now they're allowing me to share my medical journey with the world. And I probably wouldn't have done it without their cosign to be able to say, yeah, Dad, you've saved people's lives through music. You've saved people's souls through ministry, and now you can do this too.
You talk about God's plan in your life. How is your faith specifically guiding you during this, stage of your life? The treatment, the recovery, the re-diagnosis, everything.
I'm unshakable. I'm unshakable. I recognize that I know where my soul rests in this. I know that this earthly journey is one that my story is not done being told. So from that standpoint, all I can do is look and be grateful of how good God has been to my life. And listen, it ain't just words. Like, you should be able to feel being in my presence the same way I'm with y'all. You can feel that I know without a shadow of a doubt how good God is to me and to some of y'all in the journeys that you've been through, that he's kept you. And so that's the foundational piece that has me rooted and grounded, that I already know. I know God's going to heal me, and I know he can do it supernaturally. I know he can do it through doctors, through medicines. He can do it through treatments. He can do it however he want to do it. If it was up to me, I'd be like, God, I'm one of your favorites. Just get it over with, so I can just be able to tell the whole world, yo, Jesus healed me supernaturally. And that's not the story that he gave me. He said, no, I'm not going to do it that way. I was like, well, Lord, let me just get through it and come on the other side, so I could be able to say, hey, I had it, I did this, and God brought me through doctors and technology, and now I'm on the other side of it. And I would have loved that testimony. And God said, no, you're not going to get it that way either. And so in this journey that I'm on right now, I'm really, really grateful to be with y'all today. It's like, because I'm not on the other side of it, I'm right in the mix of it. And I want people to see that God ain't just on the other side of it. He's right with me in the mix of it. So while I'm in the midst of it, God is with me. He's not waiting for me on the other side to come through. Like, he's with me in the midst of it. And so from that standpoint, that's where I can walk with authority. I can walk with boldness. I can walk in a place with my family. I can walk with zero prostate cancer, and I can tell the story. There's no money grab here. This is literally, I'm trying to grab your pops. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get your dad. I'm trying to get your uncles. I'm trying to get your brothers. I'm trying to get your husbands. I'm trying to tell them, if you thought Montell Jordan was cool, or you liked his music, or you thought he might have had, brought something to the game. Now I'm bringing this to the game, and I'm saying it's important for you to not leave a legacy of your family of secrets and of death and of misinformation and of neglect. Don't neglect your family. Don't neglect your body. Find out what's going on. And, because I've had people say, I'd just rather not know. No, that's incredibly ignorant to not want to know what's going on in your body, especially when it comes to prostate cancer, because, and I keep saying this, man, it's treatable when caught early. So why not catch it early before it catches you?
But we need to close out with a prayer, brother.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. God, thank you. Thank you for your sons and your daughters. I thank you that you have given them this space and this voice to be able to speak to this generation. God, I pray over their lives. I pray over their health. I pray over their strength. I pray over their families. I pray over their marriages. I pray over their future marriages. I pray over their children and their grandchildren. God, I pray that what they speak, even as they entertain, Father, that at the heart of what they do, that somehow somebody would hear what they say, and it always points back to you. Father, no matter what they are navigating through personally, I pray that you would be there with them. Let them know you're not on the other side waiting for them, that if they've received you as Lord and Savior, that you are there with them in the trenches. In the good days, you're with them. In the bad days, you are with them. And I thank you for the Breakfast Club. I thank you for this space, and I thank you for this platform. I thank you for my life and for my wife and for my children and my grandchildren. I thank you for everybody under the sound of my voice, that you've heard Montell, but you weren't hearing Montell. You were hearing the Lord speak to you today, to be able to say your life matters, your soul matters, and more than your soul mattering in heaven, which is extremely important, your life here on earth matters. And so do something to make sure you are preserving your life here in this earth, so that the beautiful things that we get to listen to and experience, God, you are the one that allow that to happen. And we just thank you for this opportunity. We praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Montell Jordan, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Thank you so much.
I appreciate y'all, man.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Let's get right to the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a straight fact.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
Well, she gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So the guys over at The Pivot, you know the show The Pivot.
I love The Pivot.
Yes.
So do I. I did an interview with them as well.
Yes, I saw your interview with them as well. So they did, one of their episodes where they sit down and talk about topics. One of the topics that came up was our interview with Sierra. They had some things that they wanted to express about the question that Charlamagne asked Sierra about Russell Wilson when it comes to the lame, not lame conversation. Let's take a listen to first Channing Crowder on our conversation that we had.
Sierra was on the Breakfast Club.
Man, Charlamagne
being petty. Charlamagne was being messy.
Yeah.
And even when she was answering the question, she was like who? And he said, Channing Crowder.
He should have. I saw it. I did, and I saw an answer. And then she want to go back to, but he's a loving person and a great husband. I didn't say he's not a great husband. It's amazing what he's doing with Lil Future. Like, the dude is a good human. He is lame still. I don't know if anybody doesn't understand. They're not running me off of this point. She even said it. So who's saying? Because that's their opinion. Yeah, she wasn't going to date Russ back in 2000. Time came forward. She evolved to dating the lame dude. He is a good person, a good human being, but the dude is lame. Y'all know what lame is. He got that moose in his hair. Honestly, bro, y'all looking around because y'all even know I'm right.
Channing quadrupled down.
Oh, yeah, baby. Standing on.
Channing is not pivoted, from his stance on Russell Wilson at all.
But let me ask you a question. I didn't hear the first time. I seen the clip where he said it was, what did he say made him lame? Is it because he takes care of his wife, or is it just the way that he looks, the way that he acts, the way that he talks? Like, what did he say that makes him lame?
He said because he put the moose in his head.
So just the moose in his head to make him lame?
Yes, but I will say the part that you're talking about when the whole, because he takes care of his family and he's a family man and his wife and all the things, that did come back up because Ryan Clark actually has some comments about that. Let's take a listen to that.
Hearing Charlamagne say your name when referencing Russell Wilson was a little stunning, but that's what they do, on the show. I thought Sierra handled it like a woman and with a ton of class. She didn't want to get into name calling. As far as the Russell Wilson piece, I believe Doug Baldwin, Mike Robb, and Marshawn just had a conversation, and they talked about Hawaiian shirts and flood waters. And there is the time, especially in our culture, where some of those things aren't cool. And cool is a big thing to us because we got some cool mother effers in our culture. I think where I felt things went left was when DJ Envy brought up because he loves his wife or because he loves his children. The coolest thing about Russell Wilson is the way he loves his family. We got an opportunity to meet Future at Pittsburgh camp. I got an opportunity to meet him at the Pro Bowl, and there is no difference between that child and the children that Russell Wilson and Sierra made together.
Ryan, I love The Pivot, by the way, but Ryan loses me sometime, though, because I can't tell when he's performing for his audience or when he's being sincere, because there's absolutely no way that hearing me say Channing's name was stunning in reference to people calling Russell Wilson corny, because he's sits next to Channing Crowder, who started that rhetoric. Right. And by the way, I misquoted Channing. Channing said he was lame. He said he was square. Yeah. He said that Sierra was just with him for the money.
Dang.
So all I said was corny. So I actually misquoted Channing. Yeah. Sorry, Channing.
You actually did him a service.
Absolutely.
Well, look, sorry.
But he doubled down though.
He did, but speaking of misquoting, I felt like, and y'all tell me how y'all felt, Envy. Maybe you tell me. I feel like Ryan Clark kind of misquoted your intention behind you bringing up Russell Wilson taking care of his family.
Because you weren't talking about Channing. You were just talking in general.
I was asking because, the rhetoric is that he was lame. So I was asking what makes him lame, right? Is it the fact that he loves his wife? Because, people have called him a simp before. Is it the fact that he takes care of his family? What makes him lame? And what bothers me is if you talk about the moose in his head, the Hawaiian shirt, and you say that's the reason why he's lame, I think that's whack because what are we praising? Are we
right.
The dude on the corner selling drugs, is he not lame? You know what I mean? Like what's lame? The fact that he takes care of his family, he does his job, he gets busy, he might not wear the same ish that I wear.
Right.
But does that make him lame on that thing? Because the dude on the corner that sell drugs to me is lame. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, but
yeah. Well,
I like Russ, and just because he's my
you
quarterback
like him
too.
He's a New York Giants.
Yeah, he's a New York Giants quarterback now. He ain't lame now.
Yeah.
Last year he might have been lame, but this year, I'm just kidding.
But it's just when Ciara asked who says that,
Yeah.
Channing is the first person that comes to mind.
Right.
Because of his rhetoric about Russell Wilson.
No, well, yeah. Well,
so I don't understand why that was stunning for Ryan to hear me say Channing's name. Because Ryan, you sitting next to him when he makes these comments and you're laughing about it. So I don't understand why that was stunning.
Well, he said it, but I've heard a lot of people say it.
Yeah, it's been a conversation. I don't know why it was stunning either, but Channing ain't running from it, so
no,
it's not
Channing
stunning
is
everybody.
definitely not running from it
yes.
at all.
Well, in other news, Cardi B, she sat down with Billboard. She's promoting Am I the Drama? So she sat down for an interview, and they talked about a ton of different things. Now, one of the things, y'all remember when it was announced that WAP and Up would be added to this album? Fans, people were mad. They're like, oh, she's trying to play with the numbers. So she talked a bit about that. Let's take a listen.
I know you put out the explanation about WAP and Up. What made you decide to put those records on the album?
Because my fans ask for it. My fans always be like, you better not. But like, my fans do not stop reminding me of the fact that I did not submit a WAP for the Grammys. So it's like, I'm not gonna always submit to them, but it's like, why not put it? And then on top of that, people are crying about it, like, oh, it's for numbers and stuff like that. Those two records are not gonna count for the first week numbers, which everybody cares about. So it's like, what was the issue? And at the end of the day, so what? Y'all gonna get 21 new songs. Those songs are gonna be at the end. What you crying for? I'm putting it. I gotta think about what the people that actually love me and buying my and buy because they love it want, and that's what they want. That's what they're gonna get.
I think people still gonna be mad even if it's not going toward the first week. I didn't know that. I didn't think that was that big of a deal, but I think people still gonna be upset, even though.
Not.
Yeah. Well, she also in this interview.
It's not that big of a deal. People just want to chat the chat.
Very much so. I mean, but Cardi is in she's in the people. She's in tune with her fans. She listens. She responds. Now,
you see Cardi yesterday selling CDs?
Yes. So Cardi yesterday was in the street selling CDs. Now the CDs she's selling, because artists release these vinyl hard copies, or vinyl and then hard copies of their albums sometimes. She put the photos of all of her different wig changes from when she was in court on the album, and she was literally in the middle of the street selling them. And she talked.
How you let Cardi beat you to that, Lauren?
Wow. She ain't got no music.
That could have been the cover for the latest. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? And by the way, I told you that.
You told me to start a wig line.
I did?
Yes. You didn't tell me to put them on.
She can't do.
You told me to start a wig line. You said call it Daddyless something. What he say?
Oh my God.
Wow.
I posted a video. I'll repost the video. Fatherless something. I'll repost the video today.
This is crazy.
I was just talking.
Oh my God.
That is crazy.
Really?
Wait. Did y'all know, because she talked about it in this interview, and we'll bring you back into the next hour because there's still a bit more I want to get to here. Cardi B was asked to do the Super Bowl. She turned it down.
Oh snap. What?
Really, when?
She said it was like 2018, 2019. I think it probably was 2019 because that's when Jay-Z started working with the NFL, so it would have made sense that they knew to go grab Cardi. But we're going to talk about it in the next hour because she said she declined it.
Oh, she wilding for that. She should have did that. Well, that's when, oh man.
That would have made sense because wasn't the first one J-Lo and Shakira?
Yes.
I'm not
so
sure.
it could have been J-Lo and Cardi. That would have been crazy.
That would have been
Bronx
crazy.
Energy.
We're going to get into it. She also gets into her dating life right now. So we'll be back in the next hour with some more.
All right.
I also want to say, man, salute to Montell Jordan for pulling up, man.
Yes.
My brothers, please go get your prostate checked. Go get your blood tested. Check your PSA levels. Go get that digital rectal exam. Would you rather have a finger in your butt or be dead? The choice is simple for me. I'm taking finger in the butt for $500 every time, Alex.
How many?
You know how many he knows.
Thank you so much. Up
He
next.
act like he don't know that butt.
Who you giving your
wig stink?
It's not a wig, baby. This is not a wig. Shout out to Miss Monty, Miss Monty, my ear.
Your bob stink. That's why we had to spray for breathing here this morning.
Ain't that bob down, baby.
It still stink. It can stink. It can look good. It stink.
Who you giving your donkey to?
Before after the hour, we need a young woman named Lakin Snelling to come to the front of the congregation. We would like to have a war with her, please.
All right, and then after that, of course, is Jess Fix My Mess. So if you need any type of advice, you can get on the phone lines right now. Holla at Jess 800-585-1051. It's horrible in here.
That Bob.
If you got to spray the mic,
You sprayed your mic because of my Bob?
That Bob.
What's the real issue?
What's all that damn spit?
It's gonna be a donkey, because right now you want some real donkey shit.
It's time for Donkey of the Day. So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the heat.
Did she get donkey of the day? Please tell me.
Absolutely. I had become donkey of the day.
The Breakfast Club, bitches. Donkey of the day for Thursday, September 4th. Today is Beyonce's born day.
Period.
Yes. Dropping the clues bombs for Beyonce. You know I'm a Pinkett Smith, Winfrey, Knowles Carter. But Donkey of the day for Thursday, September 4th goes to Laken Snelling. Okay, she is 21 years old, and she was the University of Kentucky cheerleader. University of Kentucky, as far as I know, is a great school. Dropping the clues bombs for the University of Kentucky. I'm telling you right now, I'm only saying that based off the history of their basketball program, okay? I know nothing about the school other than their basketball program. I was born in the 1900s, 1978 to be exact, so I remember Coach Rick Pitino, okay? Coach John Calipari, okay? Players like Jamal Mashburn and Anthony Davis, and Julius Randle, DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall, just to name a few. So when you hear me say Kentucky is a great school, I'm only basing it, okay, off the quite a few times I've seen them in the Final Four. Now, Laken was a cheerleader. And according to her last TikTok on June 25th, she posted an emoji of a mother holding a baby under her list of goals. She also had a wedding ring, a house, and some cash. So people were shocked to hear what we ended up hearing about Laken, okay, after seeing her post about her mother goals. Let's go to ABC 7 Eyewitness News for the report, please.
Laken Snelling entering a courtroom Tuesday in downtown Lexington. Snelling entered a plea of not guilty at a 1 p.m. arraignment. The 21-year-old was arrested by Lexington police, charged with abuse of a corpse, tampering with physical evidence, and concealing the birth of an infant. According to an arrest citation, officers were called to her home last Wednesday after a dead newborn was found hidden in a closet. The citation says the infant was found wrapped in a towel inside of a black trash bag. Also, according to the citation, after being interviewed by officers, Snelling admitted to giving birth and to concealing the birth by cleaning any evidence, placing all cleaning items used inside of a black trash bag, including the infant, who was wrapped in a towel. After being arrested, she was in the Fayette County Detention Center until yesterday, posting a $100,000 bond, according to a court document.
How can everything be going so right in your life and then, bam, wrong turn? Now, I know some of y'all are thinking right now, hey, if she didn't want to have a baby, why didn't she just have an abortion? Well, let the record show that abortions are completely banned in Kentucky, completely illegal, okay, with limited exceptions for the life or serious physical health of the pregnant person. Now, you can go out of state to get an abortion, and I know you're probably thinking, hey, this young woman seems like she had a lot of options. Well, she did. But when you're 21... and I don't know, maybe trying to hide your pregnancy from people, those options are probably limited. And this is why, young people, it is very important to trust in your elders. I know, listen to the kids, bro, yes, but old people for counsel, young people for war. And a lot of you youngins are fighting wars you simply not built to win. Okay, not without some wise counsel from your elders. Okay, hey, young world, listen to me. There is nothing you are going through in your life that you cannot go to an adult about. All right, parents, if you don't have a relationship with them, grandparents, okay, if you don't have a relationship with your grandparents, there's some aunts, uncles, a teacher, hell, you was a cheerleader. What about your coach? Okay, all I'm simply saying is whenever your mind says, you know what, I'm pregnant, but I'm going to keep it, maybe conceal my pregnancy, and then when the baby is born, wrap it in a towel, stuff it in a black trash bag, and then just put it in my closet and move on in my life. That is not how any of that works, man. Okay, but that is why you need older people for counsel. Not to mention, this is also why you can't stereotype people, because society would have you believe that 21-year-old Laken Snelling, okay, cheerleader at the University of Kentucky, wouldn't behave like this. You would expect this from Brenda, okay, because Brenda barely got a brain. All right, Brenda can barely spell her own name. Well, guess what? Neither can Laken. All right, Brenda wasn't the only person having a baby on the bathroom floor. Brenda wasn't the only person who didn't know what to do, okay, didn't know what to throw away and what to keep. All right, Brendan was not the only person who wrapped the baby up and threw it in the trash heap. I mean, Laken threw the baby in the closet, but she still treated the child like trash. Listen, children, okay, young people, I'm begging you, confide in your elders, all right? Seek them for counsel, even if you got to lean on complete strangers, because the adults in your life, okay, are trash, all right? If you got to lean on complete strangers because the adults in your life are trash, fine, all right? Just find an adult to talk to when you find yourself in difficult situations and you're faced with challenging choices, all right? Proverbs 11:14, where there is no guidance, a people falls. But in an abundance of counselors, there is safety. Find you some wise counsel. Please let Remy Ma give Lake and Snelling the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
What a sad story.
Very sad.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Especially when your goal is to be a mother. Mm-hmm. And you in college. You're a cheerleader for the University of Kentucky. Horrible.
Yeah. All right. Well, up next is Jess Fix My Mess. 800-585-1051. If you need some mess fix, call Jess up right now. She'll help you out with all your problems. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Help me. Tell her. It's the real deal. Help me. Help me.
Oh my God. I'm all up in your mess. I'ma fix it. Fix it. Fix my mess. Fix it. Fix it. Just gonna fix your mess because my advice is real.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Jess Fix My Mess. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Cece from Baltimore.
Cece from Baltimore.
Morning,
What's your
CC.
question for Jess?
What's up?
Okay, Jess, I don't have no mess. I came to be messy. Why you ain't never did a collaboration with Vontae?
With who?
The comedian from Baltimore, the guy who wears the bonnet.
Oh, Vontae. Oh, so it's Vontae. I've been calling that nigga Vontae forever. Why are you calling up? Why you think that's being messy? That ain't being messy. You just asking me a question. I don't collaborate with other comedians. Shout out to Vontae though. Even doing this thing, he's funny as hell. Yeah. But who have you ever seen me collaborate with?
Desi, that's it.
Yeah, that's my brother since day one, and that's who is gonna be. I'm gonna be collaborating with him this weekend at the Baltimore Comedy Factory. Did you buy any tickets, messy ass, to come see us? Maybe you should buy a ticket for you and Vontae to come.
That's actually why I called. I was calling to see if you would help a student out because income is tight. Jess, you expensive. You're a classy woman, so I was trying to see if I could get tickets for Saturday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can get tickets.
Is the Baltimore
after
slang
you being messy and
Is the Baltimore slang stupid or dummy?
It is dummy. Yeah, we say stupid too, but we say,
And Desi's from Baltimore, right?
Yeah, Desi is my brother. He's from Baltimore. Yep. But I do love Vontae. It's a lot of comedians I love, man, in Baltimore, definitely.
It's a lot of talented Baltimore comedians. I feel like we should all come together and do a powwow.
She said we. So you're a comedian now too?
No, she a struggling student. That's why she needs tickets to the show.
Well, thank you, Cece.
And I'm gonna put you on. Did you?
Sorry. My bad.
You disrespectful.
I didn't mean to. I thought you was moving on.
You don't do that when it's your goddamn car show. When it's your car show, you let them talk to the very last period.
Sorry, Cece. I thought she was being messed.
It's okay. You don't
sorry.
like people from Baltimore. That's fine.
I'm sorry. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is T.
Hey, T. Good morning. What's your question for Jess?
So my question is, I kind of need some help getting my daughter's father and my current boyfriend to cooperate with each other and get along. Like, I keep them apart for the most part because it started off really rough. A couple of years ago, I think maybe 4 years ago, I met my boyfriend or whatever, and he was, really good with my daughter, who is 11 years old, and he went and bought her a Pandora bracelet as a gift, and her father took it. So after that, everything started, spiraling out of control. They're talking crap to each other over the phone, boyfriend pulling up at the baby daddy's house to say, I know where you live and all this stuff. So since then, I kind of just kept them apart. But now my mom, who has helped me with my daughter for so long, she moved away. So I need them two to get along so I can call one and be like, hey, I need you to drop her off to her dad or vice versa. But I'm not sure if that's something that I need to make happen or let them do it on their own.
No, this is your child's father and your boyfriend, correct?
Yes.
No, you don't let them do it on their own because you see how that's worked out. You do it because you are the person in the middle. You're the direct link. You know what I mean? And first of all, are you over your baby father? Why is he and your boyfriend so at odds? What is that about? Have you ever cheated on your boyfriend with him? Have you cheated on your baby daddy with this and then left him and got with the guy? What is that? Is history there?
So with me and my daughter's father, we were together on and off for about like 8 to 9 years. And it was maybe 2 or 3 years after that I met my boyfriend. So there was no cheating or anything like that. But I guess me and my daughter's father just kind of have bad history, and he's one of those people that if it's like he wants it to be his way, you know what I'm saying?
He wants to be in control.
He's not trying to be controlling, but he also, he doesn't want. It's more so for my daughter, like not really me. He's like, oh, that's my daughter. You know, nobody should be buying her jewelry, or nobody. You know, he wants to like create boundaries, which I understand. You know, but my boyfriend is not trying to take his place. You know, he just cares about her.
Yeah, you're a package deal. You come with a child, and so whoever you date has to take her with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I think your daughter's father is very childish for that, because wouldn't you want somebody around your daughter that would love her and care for her as if she was their own child? You know what I mean? I just don't understand that. I do understand that there is a lot of history. He may not be over you. Have you ever considered that? You ever thought about that?
Girl, I don't, because I don't care. Okay. He got a whole girlfriend and family. We are long past that.
Okay, well then it sounds like if y'all moved on. It sounds like if y'all both move on and this is an issue, then the courts are there. Because y'all can't keep doing this. Like it's weird. Now, is your baby daddy giving you a problem or just your boyfriend?
We both have here and there, but I kind of keep my distance. You know, I just talk to him really when it concerns my daughter. So, you know, and he doesn't really communicate. Like, they haven't communicated with each other in about a year or two because, like, you know, they were trying to pull up on each other, and eventually they just was like my dad spoke to my boyfriend and my daughter's father, and they kind of chilled out. But now I'm trying to figure out how can we like move past that, because like there was never a conversation after everything was going on.
Well, boom, it has to be a conversation. That's I'm glad you said that. It has to be a conversation. And it has to be all of y'all sit down together. You, your boyfriend, and your baby's father. Like y'all have to do that. Your child's father. Sorry. Y'all all got to sit down. You don't go talk to your baby father by yourself. You don't just have a conversation with your man. Y'all all got to do it. They got to hash it out. It shouldn't become physical, because only thing is going to hurt is the child. The child. We're not doing that. So sit down and talk to them.
I can't even do like her birthday parties and invite, you know, like I don't mind having her dad and his girlfriend and everybody, you know, come to the party, but I can't when my boyfriend's around, and I don't want to keep her other side of her family away from her because of him.
Yeah,
you
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Do you think all right, you said us three, but do you think I should get a mediator? Because if these two like start popping off, I can't stop them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the police. Yep, that's the mediator right there. They ain't gonna fight in front of them boys in black. It's not gonna happen. So it's like, yo, we need to do this for our child. And that's just what it is, because it takes a village. And if mom and dad aren't together and their co-parents are trying to co-parent amicably and they both are in separate relationships, y'all got to do what's best for the child. Nobody should be upset. Nobody should be, because you ain't tripping about his girlfriend being there. You know what I mean? Like, as long as it's in the best interest for the baby girl, then everybody should be able to operate like adults. That's it.
That's what I've been saying. I'm like, I need them to get it through their heads. Like, let's just go, move along. You know?
Call the police. That's it. Or just bring your dad. Bring your dad, a guy who can break them up if they do choose to fight. But they shouldn't do that. It's like nobody got time for that.
Exactly.
So good luck, babe. Check back in with me.
Thank you so much. I love y'all. You're my favorite Aquarius queen. Okay.
Thank you, boo.
Have a good one. Good luck, mama.
Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.
That was Just Fix My Mess. Now, when we come back, we got the latest with Loren. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren becoming a straight fact.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So we talked about this a bit at the end of the last break. Cardi B says that she denied or turned down doing the Super Bowl. Let's take a listen.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Have the thought of doing a halftime show crossed your mind?
Of course. Definitely. I feel like what year I got asked to do the Super Bowl. I'm not sure if it was 2019, 2018. and I deny. I feel like soon, if I get to do it, I feel like I'm gonna have more hits. And I feel like I'm gonna be more experienced. Hey, I know I'm gonna eat that up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat it up.
Would have been a great year for her to do it.
Yeah,
Definitely would have been a great year.
She said what year she said? 20?
She said 2019 first, but she said maybe 2018. I just think it might have been 2019 because that's when Jay-Z started working with them.
I'm sure. But I remember that first year was J-Lo and Shakira, so it probably would have been J-Lo and Cardi.
And then Invasion of Privacy was
2018, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. Am I tripping? No. 2017. I don't remember.
Either way, if that album was out, that is plenty of hits on that album.
Yeah, she had the records.
I mean,
definitely.
it had to be. It had to be after Invasion of
It
Privacy.
was April 6, 2018 when it dropped.
Yeah, so that was at a high.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right.
When did Jay-Z them start doing the Super Bowl?
Jay-Z started doing the Super Bowl.
Damn, that would have been
I looked
great.
it up earlier and I remember 2019.
All them hits off of Bodak. I mean, off of Invasion of Privacy. Hell yeah. She had the whole.
He started working with the NFL. It says around 2019, 2020 before the Yes.
That was very early for her. I agree with her.
Super early. Did y'all know she's never done her own headlining tour, which is crazy when you think about it because she's toured, but she's never done her own headlining tour.
Who did she go out with?
I remember she was with wasn't she? It was like Miguel at one point.
I don't remember that.
No, was
she
it?
Came to Baltimore.
They said in this. But I don't know what's the difference between
for like a spring bling or like Summerfest, something like that. But I remember her headlining a show in Baltimore at the arena.
She's headlined shows, but her own headlining tour. Yeah, okay. But when I saw that in this article, I was like, wait, what?
Probably had time. She's been pregnant for what? Since how many kids she
had?
Yeah,
she does have a few kids.
Three.
Well, they also talked to her about dating and Stefan Diggs. Let's take a listen to that.
Was it tough for you to date again and then date publicly?
It was very tough, but you know what? It is what it is. It's tough hiding. It's just tough dating. It's definitely tough dating in your 30s too. So I'm happy. I like him. I love him.
With Stefan, how has he inspired you creatively or personally? I've seen y'all in the gym.
Well, personally, it's like I will never complain about my job. I will never complain about lack of sleep. And so one thing that I have been learning is like to be more organized, not complain, because he have to do two different things. He have to learn his book. So it's like you have, not only do you have to study, you also have to get physical. And you have to be in bed at a certain time. You're literally in the military. I work hard, but you know what I'm saying? I could take a little break. I could lay back. You know what I'm saying? I don't really got to running. But very inspirational to see how hard somebody works.
That's right. Y'all don't know how blessed y'all are, man. You in your 30s, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you got a career going. It's hard to find somebody that really, really loves you. That's why it's good that, you know, Jess is married. Lauren, you got 2 dudes. Like, y'all winning.
Oh, my God. Stop doing that.
Wow.
You're going to make that nigga leave her.
Which one?
Oh, my
God. So if one's
wow.
you still got another one.
We don't acknowledge the noise.
Okay.
We don't.
You just got one boo, one bae.
Yes.
You're crazy. That's 2 niggas low. That's what we call her in the street.
Also, you don't even be in the street. You can't even say street. Okay.
Yes. Oh, I know, right?
Now, and
thick ass tongue.
Exactly.
2 lad low.
Continue on.
I got a lot to get to this hour. I am not doing this with you.
Go. Just go. Keep going.
And now, weirdly enough, right, in the written Billboard article, there's a question that they asked her about her relationship currently with Offset, but that's not in the video. So the question, they say, friendship has always been a core of your relationship with Offset. Despite the ups and downs, do you envision a lasting friendship with him? She said, I tried. Next question.
Wow.
But that's not in the video. But then they also get into the big 3 conversation, and she didn't really give her opinion on any of the names mentioned, but the names mentioned were Cardi, Nicki Minaj, and Meg Thee Stallion. Cardi talks about why she deserves to be there. She says she works hard. But I've thought about that conversation.
Glorilla, big 3 as far as what? Female rappers?
Yes,
right
the
now?
big 3 of female rappers. And now, here's some names that have been tossed around.
And Glorilla's in the big 3.
Yeah, Glorilla in there right now.
They said,
okay.
So Brandon was saying Glorilla too.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all mixing it up. I just know Glorilla in there.
Glorilla
certified big 3 of this generation.
How y'all feel about Doja Cat and Lotto?
Not so much anymore.
I like both of them.
Where they been at? That's what where they been at. I mean, a lot of them been living a life and doing a thing. You know, I haven't seen Doja at all.
She just did a run with Apple Music. She's about to drop something.
Okay, well, cool. I'll be there listening. But
Nicki's definitely in there.
Nicki is like you're not moving her.
And
her
then,
or Cardi, you're not moving them.
And then it's Glorilla then. Big Glow.
Over Meg Thee Stallion?
Yes.
Glorilla. Are you crazy?
I'm asking. I feel like
consistent. She's been putting up hits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Records on
Meg's
radio.
not consistent.
At one point, Megan was consistent,
But not
one point,
recently.
yes, I mean, yeah, she's more branding like that. She does more branding now,
I agree.
and less freestyle. Remember, she used to stay freestyles, dropping singles, hits, whatever. You know what I mean? But she was consistent more with rap.
By
at
the
one
way,
point.
none of them have more records than Glorilla.
No.
None of them.
And
I mean that
miss.
respectfully. None of them put out better music than Glorilla.
You talking about Nicki
Ask me,
Minaj too?
All of them.
Everybody.
My personal
that's
opinion.
okay.
Okay? This is my personal opinion.
Glow don't
Charlamagne
miss.
the God. Okay?
She
Glow
don't
ain't
miss.
missing out.
Over Nicki Minaj, Glorilla over Nicki Minaj.
I said what I said.
I heard you and I thought it was the list. I couldn't hear well. I just was confused.
Okay.
I love Glow, but I don't know if I would put her over Nicki Minaj. Love her though.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. I said at this current moment.
Yeah.
Oh, current song.
Oh, yeah, I was about to
Nobody
say.
putting
All
out
right,
better music than
I'm
Glorilla.
just going through Nicki's
Yeah.
records, and I'm like,
I get what
she
you were
got
saying,
a lot of
though.
records, but
Yeah, like,
currently,
right now.
right now, nobody's trying
Glow
Glorilla's
is
shoes. Yeah.
soaring. Yeah.
Nobody
Yeah.
right now.
She
no.
up there by herself.
And she don't stop. Every time it's a new one. It's a new one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anthems.
And I mean, I could put Glorilla's catalog up against Nicki's.
No.
I think that's a good one. Yes, absolutely. Glorilla got joints.
She does have joints.
Yeah, she does have joints, but
Does
yo,
she have as many, though, as
She ain't
Nicki?
got enough
Glorilla
work
got a
put
lot
in
of
yet.
music. You got to think Glorilla just put out her debut album last year, but she's got a bunch of mixtapes that are like albums.
Okay.
Like, you got to think all of that FNF and Tomorrow, that was on mixtapes. Those were mixtape projects.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think she's been around long enough to put her catalog up against Nicki.
She does not have the catalog Nicki has.
If we just talking music,
Yeah.
I'm just talking about music. I ain't talking about nothing else because we know Nicki's a huge superstar.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
If we
music
just talk about
too.
music, I could put Glorilla's catalog.
Nah,
Okay.
I don't
That's
think
his
that.
opinion.
I
That's
think
cool.
I think Nicki got a 15-year head start.
Hell
What that
yeah.
mean?
As far as records,
Cadillac.
I can still get 20
Catalog
records for
crazy.
20 records.
I know
And
that's
you'll
right.
be like,
Stan.
damn, Glow.
20 for
Glorilla Stan,
20,
I love that
alright.
for you.
And I bet you'd be like, damn, Glow. I mean, I'm just going off versus rules, right?
Right.
20 for 20, you'd be like, damn, all right, Glow got some joints right here. Okay.
Glow definitely got some joints.
Yeah.
But as far as catalog, I don't think she has the time in like Nicki.
And if so,
We
she
know
would
that.
be the only one
Yeah.
who could do that. Because I still don't know nobody catalog that's touching Nicki's with her 15 years. You know what I'm saying?
Nicki
With her
goes
20
all over the place.
Yeah.
She'll go trap, she'll go pop,
Nah.
she'll go this,
Yeah.
she'll go that. Yeah, nah.
But Glow is close. Glow
That's
is
what I'm
close.
telling you. I
But-
feel like Glow
She
got
is
some
not-
joints.
I'm not saying joints. She ain't got no joints.
Glow
But
been
I'm
on
just,
a nice run these last
but Nicki got a
3-4
15-year
years.
head start, so it's
I
a
ain't
little
talking about
different.
time. I'm just talking about music.
I'm
20 for
talking about
20.
music,
That's
too.
all. Just 20 records versus 20 records. You'll be bopping your head. That's a good versus. Don't act like it's not.
No, it is.
I'm not.
Yes.
Nicki
bugging,
Minaj
I'm
and
not.
Glorilla.
Hell
Great.
yes.
Yeah, I just don't know how long Glow can last on her side. That's my only argument.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It would be great. She
it's
has
going
the
to
hits,
be
she has the
Glow and
anthems.
others. Like, to,
No, I don't think
I don't
so.
know. I don't know.
Well,
Either
that's
way.
the hour. We had so
Cool.
much. I knew that
That was entertaining.
That conversation was going to last. We had some other things, but
All right. Well, thank you for the latest with Loren.
you're welcome.
Now, when we come back, it is Beyonce's birthday.
Period.
So
And
it's
yeah.
only right. Let me know what your favorite Beyonce
What you
record
about
is, and
to
we're going to
do?
play some Beyonce this morning.
I thought you were about to put a freakum dress on. I didn't know what was happening.
You know what I should do? I should send Beyonce some free Messy Visions on her birthday. What y'all think?
Yes, girl, do that.
You know her address?
You got Beyonce address?
You know where she lives?
You couldn't even send them the blue.
Oh my God,
Right.
no! Like, I'm cool with her nephew.
Her nephew.
Yeah. Jules, yeah. You probably
Oh.
be here for New York Fashion Week, so I'm like, here, get these to your aunt.
Okay.
Yeah, and your mother.
And your mother. All right.
Yeah.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Salute to Montell Jordan for joining us this morning.
Yes, that interview was very deep. I did not know that brother was going through that. He still look good.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he look amazing for
Him and his
56
wife,
years old,
yes.
man.
He's 53 or 56?
56.
56, yes.
Yeah, man.
56 years old. He looks incredible for 56
Sure
years
does.
old, man. And,
That's
you know,
amazing.
I love that he's using what he's going through to teach others, you know, how to just go out there and live better lives, right?
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of brothers don't want to go to the doctor. And you are not living your best life if you are not going to check on said life at the doctor. So, my brothers, please go get your prostate checked, okay?
Yeah.
Go get your blood tested, check your
That's
PSA levels. Go get that digital rectal exam. We make a lot of jokes on this radio about stuff going up your butt, but the reality is you would rather have a finger up your butt than be dead.
Yeah,
It's really that simple. Like it ain't hard. You know what I mean? And by the way, make it a game. When you go in there to get your rectal exam,
the game.
Giggle a little bit.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
No,
you gotta make it a game. Be serious, man.
Yeah, like what the hell?
No, you're gonna laugh.
Go get your prostate.
No, you're gonna laugh.
You're gonna laugh because I want you to think about it. When you go to get your digital rectal exam, think about me laughing at you.
Why do you keep saying digital rectal?
Because I laughed. You know what I mean? Because when I ended up getting my prostate check, I actually went for a vasectomy.
Procedure.
Yeah, you was going for something else.
I went for a
and then ended up with a finger in your
You was
butt.
going up for a hurt elbow, and they just
That's
turn
crazy.
around, put your hands down.
But you know why I ended up with a finger in my butt?
Why?
I ended up with a finger in my butt because when the doctor said to me, "Have you had a prostate exam?" I'm 47 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I think this might have been last year. So he was like, you should get a prostate exam. It was a no-brainer for me. You know why? Because I want to live. All right. So yes, I bent over, tooted that thing up, and
damn, that's crazy. So you wasn't even going
No,
to
he wasn't for
get that. So had you ever thought about that prior to?
actually, no.
They do blood tests though. Now they do blood.
Now they do. Well, you can do both. You do the. That's when they check your PSA levels.
Mm-hmm.
So people, you can do either or.
Okay.
I've done both.
Wow.
And will continue to do both for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I done both too.
Yeah.
But recently they just do blood. I did the first one I think like 5 years ago. But
I mean, if you keep going to the same person over and over, how many
Eventually.
times? Yeah, you get tired of you, Envy. So yeah, let's check your blood now. we got the fun out the way now.
what's wrong with you, man?
So you went to different people.
Yeah, you go to different people.
No, I only want one person. But the moral of the story is, go get your prostate checked, man. Don't be too tough. You're not too tough to die, are you?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Have a good day.
All right, now Baltimore this weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. Your girl Jess Hilarious will be there with your guy Desi Alexander at the Baltimore Comedy Factory. Get your tickets. We got 5 shows this weekend. That's 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, and 1 Sunday, y'all. I can't wait to come home. Love y'all 410. I will be there with my messy visions. Make sure you get your tickets for the show if you have not yet. JessHilariousOfficial.com. Also, thank you, Breakfast Club listeners. Y'all, they've been running it up on these messy visions. They've been running it up, y'all. The ones that I'm wearing today is called the Spirits. And these they've been flying off the shelf. Use the promo code WAKE as it is the last week for the promo code WAKE, WAKE. Get 20% off your Messy Visions. Any pair of glasses that you love on the website, use the promo code MessyVisionEyewear.com. Love y'all. All right. Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do have a positive note, man. It comes from the 4 agreements. You know I love the 4 agreements. Don Miguel Ruiz says, seek to know the truth, okay? When you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on truth. Only the truth has the power to set you free. So always seek to know the truth. Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?